Alright, welcome back. So let's explore the surface a bit. We'll use the green sword for now. Because we'll need to eventually make some arrows for our bow. We'll also need to get some more wood for that. In order to make wooden arrows, you need wood and stone, if I recall correctly. Here we have some stone. Now, in order to cross this lake on the left, we'll need to build a bridge. And you can see we have all these dirt blocks, and it's similar to Minecraft. You can just use any blocks you need to build around you. You can modify the terrain as you like. Now the combat seems a bit silly for now, but from what I've seen it gets quite complex later on when you're fighting bosses and more complex mobs. For that we will need to go underground first. So we need to gather all the wood and gel we can in order to make torches. Now I have these amphors here, and if you break them with your pick, you can get some loot from them, usually money, and you can also encounter chests in the world. There are these vines here, you can climb them, but I need to raise the terrain a bit. Can I climb the vine or not? I guess not. Nah. Can I? No, it's just the scenery. Okay. Now, before the day is gone, I need to get some wood and stone. And you can already see the biome has changed. So we are now in the snow biome. You can see there are some ice slimes around. I see the map we've landed in has a lot of lakes, which is quite good for our defense, back to our home base, let's call it. Because the mobs are not that smart and they cannot just swim, go across the lakes to get inside our home. Our guide is a bit silly in that he opens the door sometimes, so we need to watch out for that. Now, you can make wooden arrows, you can mix them with torches and make flaming arrows. But you can also pick up ice and make frost fire, I think they're called, or frost burn arrows, which deal even greater damage than the fire ones. So since we're in the snow biome, I'm going to just get some snow. Oh. And you can see the weather changes, and we're now right inside of a blizzard. It's not the greatest weather for us. And yeah, based on the weather changes and on the biome you're in, you also get sandstorms in the sand biome and so on and so forth. And yeah, when it's raining, you get these flying fish. So the mob composition changes a bit as well. And we're also already at 73 life. Now you can see the life, these hearts on the right side, The life is regenerating. I see the slimes with umbrellas because of the weather. So I'll get some ice from here and then we'll go back to the forest biome. I don't plan on going to other biomes than the forest one for now. What I'm planning though is going underground soon. And you'll see it gets interesting there because you will get chests and other resources. You will get a chance to get red hearts to increase your life. So also get some copper for already here. And that's it for now. As mentioned, these maps are randomly generated. But you can usually expect to spawn in the forest biome, which is really close to the snow biome and the desert biome. And from what I've read, the snow biome, after the snow biome, you'll always, almost always, get into the jungle biome. But this is something new for me as well, so it's gonna last a while. I think it's getting to be night, so I don't really see the sun behind me, but it's getting dark. Remember always that you can manipulate the scenery, so even if you're not at home, you can just enclose yourself, go underground, use some dirt blocks to block the entrance of any potential, threatening mobs. Do I have any torches with me? Oh, yes, I do. Let's use a torch, just so that we can see what we're doing. So very similar to Minecraft, the mining building part, only it's in 2D. But the game is more combat oriented as well, it has more fluid combat. Okay, I've heard some zombies. Don't really see what I'm doing, but okay, let's get inside. Oh. And okay. So can I build these dirt blocks back? Yes, I can. Great. So we've picked quite a nice spot, actually. Because the mobs can't really get to us. We have water here and we have this wall we built. We can also build one upwards there if we want to, but I don't really feel like it right now. We have a room for us and a room for Jeff the guide. Now later other NPCs will spawn and we'll need to build rooms for them as well. But right now I'm happy with what we have. So let's see regarding the bow, what can we craft here? You see we can craft wooden arrows. And we have this demonic wooden bow, if you remember. These fallen stars, you can pick them up, and if you get 5 of them, you can turn them into a mana crystal. So if you're using magic, you can use crafting to combine 5 fallen stars into a mana crystal. And you can also use these for a consumable for some arrows called jester arrows. I'm not really interested in going and picking up fallen stars just yet. But once I get the arrows I want, then we can go hunting for stars a bit. So right now, if we want to craft 25 wooden arrows, one piece of wood and one piece of stone. How much stone do we have? 50. Okay, so we can just you know, make a lot of arrows. Let's make the maximum here, which is 975. We can make flaming arrows using a torch. The flaming arrows have 7 range damage as opposed to 5 for the wooden ones. And if we... let's make this ice torch, which is a torch, 3 torches combined with ice blocks, the ones we got from the snow biome. And now if you have ice torches, we can make these frostburn arrows, see? Also with wooden arrows, but with combined with ice torches. And the frostburn arrows have 9 range damage. The flaming arrows have 7. They're very similar, they just aesthetic wise they look different. The flame is blue instead of you know, yellow orange. Also get better damage. So let's make some frostburn arrows. So for that we'll need more frozen torches, or ice torches as they are called. And in order to make ice torches we need to make normal torches. So that's the crafting system in a nutshell. It's you know, there are a lot of dependencies. Let's see, how many torches do I want to make? Let's stop here. The thing is, we'll also need other types of torches, any type of torches really, when we go underground. You've seen the lighting is an issue. Right now it's night and you can't see anything without the torches, without any source of light. And when we start digging underground, we'll need a lot of torches so that we can see what we're doing. And the underground is also quite treacherous. Yeah, we can also make some snowballs using the snow we just gathered, but we don't have a lot. Okay, frostburn arrows. Let's make a lot of them. Not sure if there is any way of choosing which quantity you want to make. But oh well. There we go, that should be quite enough, quite enough. I'll use some more of the wooden arrows I have. Let's see. Okay, great. So we have 5 ice torches and 7 ice torches. Now let's just see if we go outside. Can we kill some zombies already? I guess we should be able to do it, right? Let's get that fallen star as well. Let's get some more wood while at it. So now we should be able to explore a bit even if it's night. We can also get sunflowers, which I think they give a buff. If you plant a sunflower in your home, it gives you a buff called Happy. And I think it increases life regeneration or something like that. Alright, so the zombies wear raincoats because it's raining. So you see no problem. And we can also pick the frostburn arrows that didn't hit their target. So it's not that bad. However, if you're using ranged weapons and not magic ones, you will need to constantly grind for resources to make projectiles for your weapons. So keep that in mind. Now we have some more stone here. So what else? Let's just put a torch here. Another good thing about these arrows is that they light the environment a bit. But you can see if it's too dark you can't even see what's coming for you. So no problem with these zombies. We can get them now. Let's get some more wood. That's always a good idea because of course underground you cannot find any trees growing, any wood sources. And I need that for torches. Oh. So you can just see the mobs ganging you, so it's very important to not get ganged by mobs. Because it's easy to get overrun and overpowered. And these fallen stars only fall at night. So if you're looking to increase your mana pool, just go at night and pick them up. It's quite easy. There we go. So now it's getting to be day, and I think the last fallen star we didn't even get it. Whoops. I didn't want to do that. Alright. So if you get too far from your home, you can teleport back. There is something called a recall potion. But in order to teleport back to your home, you first need to make a bed, and you cannot make a bed using your working bench. You need to make a sawmill. I'm not really sure how to make that. I suppose by getting some more metals first. How much wood do we have? Well, not a lot. Can get some more. Oh, okay, so these fish turn hostile in rainy weather. They're not just there for the scenery like squirrels or something. So you just move your character with the WASD keys, and you shoot by aiming with your mouse. This reminds me of a game I played in '97, I think, called Abuse. Now, Abuse was a 2D platformer, kind of sci-fi motif, and you were killing off hordes of mutants, something like that, and you were shooting weapons, sci-fi weapons at them, and it was similar to this. So just controlling the character WASD, and you had an aim with the mouse. So the ranged combat in Terraria is pretty similar to that. And you can get guns, you can get bows in this game, whatever you want. Oh. There are a lot of mobs, so you can't just waltz around and pick up resources whenever you want. Let's see if we can find another biome here. To the right. Yeah, so these arrows make a decent amount of damage. I'm happy with it. I'm not sure how good a bow is in close quarters. But we'll have to see. Oh, okay. I think this is what we call the crimson biome. To the right. We're kind of under power for that. Yeah, so you can see the colors changing. This is called the crimson biome, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll get there later. So to the right we have the crimson biome, and to the left snow biome. And after snow, I guess we'll get the jungle one, which is also significantly harder. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Probably in the next video we'll start digging our way to the underground. We still have some ice blocks for our arrows. I'll continue making frostburn arrows, since we have some ice reserves. So if you're close to the snow biome, guys, a good advice is to just dig up some ice blocks and make some frostburn arrows if you're looking to play range. But at the beginning of the game it doesn't really matter. Oh, can I get out of here? At the beginning of the game it doesn't really matter, so I guess you can pick the style you want to play later on. So the game does a good thing by not forcing you into choosing any class from the start. You just see which game style suits you, and then you can go from there, look for the equipment you want. So this is good for a sandbox game. I wouldn't expect it to force me into anything really, and you can see the game is pretty light on the story side as well. Because I don't see the point in a sandbox game forcing a story on me, really. How much wood do we have now? 375, that's quite a lot. So once night's time will start, we will start digging our way underground. And to make torches you need any type of wood and slime or gel from these slimes. Yeah, I actually like digging these little traps here, because the zombies or the slimes, they're not too bright and they'll just fall in. Yeah, you'll see a lot of this in the game, cutting trees, mining for equipment. So yeah, that's a big part of the game, just like in Minecraft. It's kind of rewarding. It's kind of enjoyable to, you know, dig all these blocks and get stuff, knowing what you can build with it. Especially, I really have not much of a clue what I can do with various type of resources, but yeah, we'll learn together as we play along the game. I was actually looking around and I saw I bought this game in December 2019, yeah. So, and there was a sale on Steam and I actually got it for €5, which is really, considering that you can put hundreds of hours into this game, €5, and even the full sale price of €10, or, you know, $10, 10 pounds, it's really nothing considering how much other titles can cost. So it's nice, this map we have, because we have a lot of resources even close to the surface. We didn't need to go all the way down from the start just to get some copper or some iron even. So you have wood, you have stone, you have copper, you have iron, you have silver or tungsten. In this case, I think in my world there is no silver. This is replaced by tungsten. Oh. You have gold, you have something called demonite I've seen, which is probably something more powerful. And of course you can craft armor and weapons from these types of resources. I'll just get my torch back, thank you. Oh yeah, there's this little ledge here, and the arrow just stopped in it. I got some stones for wooden arrows, but we already have more than enough. So I like that there are a lot of resources close to the surface. Not sure if that's common, but in the other two worlds I've seen playing this game for in a short while, I haven't seen so many resources close to the surface. And if you get stuck, you can just use blocks to get out of the hole you dug. And you can also get or make things like rope. Later on you can make a grappling hook, which you can use to get out of sticky situations. And I guess we're going to use these things a lot once going underground. I hope this butterfly isn't hostile, right? Okay, so if you want to get out of here, you just use, well, clay block, but don't we also have dirt blocks? Yeah. Dirt blocks are, I think, the most common resources you can get. There we go. And this is copper, right? Yeah. I think I'm hearing a duck quack. The funny thing is I'm playing this game in a window, and the window bar actually says Terraria, now with more ducks. I don't know, I've never seen a duck in the game yet. But I guess they also have more ducks now. Oh. There we go. Now, remember, this is the normal mode and the intended Terraria experience, I think. But if you're playing in expert mode, you really need more preparation. You can't just carelessly walk around like I am right now. Okay. So until the sun sets, what else can we do? We have like stone here. Yeah, I'll just gather some more stone and then get inside once it gets dark. Yeah, so you see the guide is opening the door as he pleases. And this is sometimes a problem, especially at night. Maybe you don't want zombies coming into your home. So I'm not sure what you can do to stop him. There are ways, people on forums are using different things to stop him. But I think the simplest way is just to build a separate house for him and he'll just stay there. So there we go. I'll just finish grabbing all this stone here, and then we'll get inside. So guys, I won't make you watch me dig all this stone here, so we'll continue in the next video when I think we're already ready to go underground after making some more arrows, some more torches, and maybe building another room in a home. So great, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.